So I became lucid in my dad's old house, in my dad's old room at my dad's old house, which would have been the master bedroom. And there was a little mail room inside that room. Not the case in real life, but in the dream there was. And there was a lady in there working the mail, doing the mail, mailing the mail. And yeah, so I could see, like I was here on the customer side of the desk, right, or of the counter. And in there, in her little working area, there was a box of cookies, those ones that I like that are incredibly sugary, which are probably too sweet for a lot of people. And I asked her if she could pass them. She had just finished on the phone. Um, but when I asked her that, she disappeared. So I was like, oh, I guess she doesn't want to share. So I just left. I'm still trying to be nicer to dream characters, so I didn't just take them. Yeah, so I left down the hallway. I started to leave through the backyard, past the kitchen, and it was raining outside, and it was daytime. You could actually see a surprising amount of sunlight coming through the rain clouds, so it was brighter than in real life, or in a rainstorm in real life. Um, so yeah, I flew back inside for some reason. I don't remember why. This was a while ago, but or maybe there wasn't even that much of a reason. You know how dreams can be a bit dreamlike sometimes. But then I flew back outside, and I remember as I was going back outside, I was pointing to direct the flight, the direction of the flight. That's my finger pointing. And it was kind of like the Superman pose, where I was like, you know, say this is my head and this is my feet, but my legs were kind of bent up 90 degrees, right? Um, the control was pretty good. And as I was leaving the backyard, I saw two birds, which did not look like real birds. They were really big, like birds that couldn't fly, like a goose, but they could fly. They were flying. Um, one of them was red, but it had a few rainbow colored feathers on its head, and maybe like the around the tips of its wings. Maybe not the tips of its wings, but a few rainbow colors here and there sprinkled. And the other bird was all gray or silver, but it had some blue feathers on top of its head, um, just on top of its head, and it had a longer neck. They looked really cool. They were actually flying kind of slow, like as if they were gliding through the air, but slower. They were really low to the ground. They kind of like dipped down and then went back up to go over the roof of the house. Um, so I was there. I was trying to make the sun come out. So I was seeing a Tifero video where he said that if he thinks a command in his head, it'll happen. Um, so I tried to think the words either sunlight or daylight, one of those. I was thinking that word in my head, right? But it didn't work. Different things work for different people, I guess. But I could feel the rain, so that was pretty realistic that way. Or as I often say, that was pretty good. And then my old stepmom came out of the house and started calling me back inside. Um, so I flew back inside. And then I believe I woke up from there. Either I woke up or I lost lucidity. One of those. So I enjoyed that one because of the birds. Now looking back on it, they remind me of the legendary Pokemon of the first generation, Ho-Oh and Lugia. But mostly just their color schemes looked like them. Um, but other than that, they were just really weirdly shaped. Um, but their vibe was very magical. So I was into that. So now I'm caught up on all the lucid dreams that I had. I had them all written down. Now there's only one really short one, so I'm probably gonna wait until I have another short one and make a video about both of them. So that concludes my mini series entitled "David Changes His Shirt 5 times in 1 day." Hope you enjoyed. I certainly did. It was a pretty fun 45 minutes. Although I recorded the first one earlier in the day. But yeah, it is finished. So I'll see you next time, at which point I should have some more updates as far as things that I'm doing to either get lucid or get better control or quality in my lucid dreams. But until then, you you do good. Keep killing it. I believe in you. And call your mom if you haven't talked to her in a while. All right. See you next time.